Okay, today we'll be opening up this used Mopar oil filter, and this one happens to be number MO-899. And a viewer whose name is Nelson from Pocono, Pennsylvania sent me this oil filter. Thanks, Nelson. This filter fits his 2021 Dodge Charger. Yep, the one with a 6.4 liter V8 Hemi engine. And this filter was in service for 3,200 miles, and Nelson was using a Pennzoil Ultra Platinum OW40 oil. And today, we'll be comparing it to this new Mopar oil filter that Nelson also sent me. It will be interesting to see a before and after filter media. So let's get started.
This is a pour. You gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight. Get your angle here, filtration 99 here.
Okay, so before we cut this filter open, let's just take a quick look at it. Right here it says Made in USA. The date code 134922. It's got a nitro rubber gasket. Fine, I'll put it on the side for now. Okay, this filter has 8 inlet holes, metal core with holes, and the bypass valve is right here at the base end. And it's got about 3 grooves there, I guess. And you know what I want to do? For the heck of it, I'll take a quick weight check of this. Okay, this is the used one, so it weighs 568.7 grams. And the new one, cut open, weighs 388.3 grams. Just for the heck of it. You know, I know there's probably still some oil in there. But, yeah, so let's open her up. Ooh, look at that nice oil. Okay, so let's look at the anti-drain back valve. This is nitro rubber. Looks good. Still got a good spring to it. Yeah. Feels good. Well, it covered up the holes good because there's still a lot of oil in here. Okay, so I tried draining it all out, but yeah, it's still a lot in here. Look at that. The leaf spring looks fine. Got a nice dome to it. And the oil looks good. I don't see any sludging. Got a nice tint to it. Okay, put that to the side. Okay, so here's the filter element itself. And where's the seam? The seam's right here. Looks kind of wavy. Pleats are pretty spaced. You know, a lot of gaps here. Metal end caps. Right here's the bypass valve. And I'll put the number of pleats up here. I opened up the new filter here, and it has 50 pleats. I don't know what this filter media is. I couldn't find any information on this stuff, but so I don't know the micron rating or anything. But yeah, it looks like it did a job. It's held together nicely. I don't see any tears in here or anything. It's not sloppy with glue. Seam held up okay. So you look at a comparison here. I don't want to get too much oil on that so you can see the difference. Yeah, there's a little bit of color difference. So what I do is cut this filter open, squeeze it out, stretch it out. We'll compare it to the new one and look at it under a microscope and see how much soot is on it. Okay, and I almost forgot to get the measurements here. So let's get the can first. Yeah, 0.34 millimeters thick. And the filter media I was getting, on the new one I was getting 2.19. This one's a little bit wider, 2.21. Okay, be right back. Okay, so here's the used and the unused Mopar oil filter. And they're both 69 inches long. Okay, let's get the thickness on these guys. The unused filter media is 0.92 millimeters thick, and the used filter media is 0.87 millimeters thick. And the reason I think it's a little bit thinner is because I have to squeeze the oil out of it in a vise. So it probably squished it a little bit. So you get a better back side, front side. Now let's take a look at these guys under a microscope. Okay, so as you can see, filter media is pretty dark. And let's look at the filter. It's pretty clean though. I mean, as far as soot goes or carbon, there's a little glue spot here. You guys probably noticed that in the video earlier. But there's really no soot. It's just dark. It's dark, so I guess it's doing its job. Held up nice. Right here maybe a little bit. I just saw something right there, a little sparkle. There's a little bit of soot right there. But that's not bad. Here too. Pretty clean though. Okay, let's look at the rest of the filter. So let's start with the gaskets. You can see it got a little flattened out here. This is probably where it sits up against the block. I mean, it looks fine. Okay. Yeah, it looks fine. Stamp leaf springs, well, they're the same. You know, this is a new one here. This is the used one. It's got a nice arc to it, so that's fine. These guys, I noticed something here. Okay, this is the used one. You can see little marks here from the inlet holes. See little marks on there? Get up closer. There you go. You can see them. They dug in a little bit when it sits in here like this. See, because I'll compare it to the new one. Doesn't have those marks. But that's not too bad. I mean, they're not slit, but you know, who's to say? Sometime maybe they would. In time, maybe they would. Longer time, I don't know. Who knows? Okay, and the cans. Well, they're both the same cans. The new one actually had a little dent in it. And if I had a filter like this, I wouldn't even use it. But, you know, looking at the filter itself, see, there was a little dent here. But I bet you it wouldn't have mattered anyways. But I still wouldn't have used it. That's me. And this is the used one. You know, everything looks fine. The holes are nice. They're nice and smooth. The way they're supposed to be. Rough inside. Yeah, and the base plate's nice. Got a lot of inlet holes. I wish I had a micron rating for this filter, but basically these filters are copied Motorcraft filters, if you ask me. I don't know. They're pretty much like a Motorcraft, except for the holes. But oh, and I wanted to give the date code on this new filter in case anybody was wondering. Here it is, 254112. And again, I want to thank Nelson for sending me these 2 oil filters, and I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I open up a new automotive oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and take care. The used filter media weighs 48.5 grams. The unused filter media weighs 20.8 grams.